beginning, we would like to ask you about your last show in Poland. How do you remember it?
Let me just dig deep. I think it could have been Katowice. I think maybe Mayday.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, really good. I mean, there's no festival that I've done here in Poland that was bad. You know, I think the Polish crowd it's always amazing when I'm here. Also, for example, when I play Germany or so, there's let's say Nature One, for example. There's a lot of Polish people there. So yeah, I think you know the Polish really know how to go for this music, and they're always really strong at every festival I do here in Europe. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you felt when you got information that once again you will gonna play in Poland? What was your first look?
Well, for me it was like, okay, this festival Transformations was, for me, it sounded like a new festival. You know, I'd never heard of it before. And then I did some research and I saw the pictures of last year. I saw that Marcus played, so I called Marcus. Hey, what's going on? He said, man, you're gonna love it. So yeah, I was excited really. After that, you know, because at first like, okay, what's this? Interesting, but yeah, it's good to hear from Marcus that it was such a great night.
Yeah. Did you have any interesting or funny or scary situation when you played in Poland today or last time?
Not a scary one. I've done a few of the sunrise festivals in Gdansk, and yeah, for me, the easiest way to go to Gdansk is actually to fly to Berlin and then drive. So, but I think the drive from Berlin to Gdansk is always, because it's only like a small road all the way from Berlin to there, right? So it's that's an adventure in itself, in its own right, really. You know. So yeah, that's. It's not. It doesn't really sound funny, but yeah, that's my story.
Okay. So the State of Trance party takes place today in Utrecht, but we are here in Wrocław. Was there a proposition from Alda for you to play at Asot? Shall we see you this year at one of Asot events?
Yeah, there was actually discussions about me being in Asot tonight, but you know that got sort of like lost along the way, and then the transformation date came up, and I said like I want to do that, and then you know, so that's why I'm here right now. I'm actually going to be doing a State of Trance at Ultra in Miami, and you know, perhaps a few more, but nothing is certain yet. But the Ultra date, yes, for sure.
What is the best trance party in the world at the moment? In your opinion, of course. Is there a very special one? What you always point out?
I really do like transmission. You know, I think it's just, of course, that's one of the few events that always stay really true to trance. Of course, there's a State of Trance. There's like a new night in Australia called Atlantis. But I think since the big days of the big trance events like Transmission back in the day, I think Transmission, Trance Energy, Transmission stayed really true to that, and only started growing over the years in terms. Not in terms of numbers, because it's always been in the same venue, but I think that where they really grew was in terms of the production and the whole, you know, everything around the festival. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks. In the last time, we can see you often with Markus Schulz. How is your cooperation?
good. I mean, Marcus and I we're just really good buddies, you know, and for the love of music, for the love of this and what we're doing, you know, we're just celebrating life in a sense. Every time we're together, just, you know, having fun, and we just want to disconnect from the politics that go on behind the scenes that no one really sees, right? But there's a lot of it. So when Marcus and I, when we're together and we play together, it's a disconnect. We just like forget about that, and it's just like let's just have fun. Right now, the whole New Old Punks thing is sort of like, it's not our main focus right now. Marcus is working on his Dakota album. He just did his last album last year. It's Marcus Schulz's album. I did Gorilla last year, and you know, this year I'm working on my album. So that's the priority. But we still play together. We still do the back-to-back thing sometimes, and perhaps there's a new punk single in the works right now.
There are many trance producers out here in Poland. Do you know any of them, or have you collaborated with one of these guys?
I've never collaborated with any of them, but and to be really honest, I'm sure I know all of them, but I probably wouldn't even know they're Polish. That's the thing, you know. I know the name, and I probably don't even know that they're from Poland. But what I do know that there's a lot of trends coming from you know, this part of Europe, whether it's Poland or Czech or you know, Hungary or like so like this area. But yeah, there's some really good stuff coming from here.
Okay. What can you tell us about Gorilla from the Heavens? How did this song?
Well, it was all how can I say, like something that just developed over time. It was never planned this way, you know. When I released after 13 years, when I released Anahera. That was really something that was based on my own sort of wishes for this type of music to come back again. Also knowing that a lot of my fans were asking for like another Gorilla after 13 years, you know. So, and then when I did Anahera and the response was just so amazing, I knew that there's room for more. Promoters around the world were asking me if I wanted to do like a live show with Gorilla, which I didn't really want to do in the beginning. At the same time, I wanted to bring this type of trance, you know, back into the scene. So what better way to do it than to do a live show at big festivals? So that's why I started doing the Gorilla show, and yeah, I mean, the response was so amazing that I thought like, okay, maybe it's cool to do just release the album, release the live show as an album, since it had all the updated versions of the old tracks. It had some new tracks. Yeah, and now we're about to release a documentary that's gonna come out soon. So in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. So. But yeah, that's pretty much how Gorilla started, or at least the I don't want to call it a comeback, but like after 13 years of silence, you know, that's how it came back. Yeah.
So your productions are strict for trance fans. Did you have moments in your life, and you thought about doing more commercial music?
Yeah, I've always done, you know, ever since. I mean, I had my breakthrough with System F out of the blue in '98. But before that, I was already just doing all kinds of stuff. And after that, I was like, of course, I catered to the trance crowd, and then I did all kinds of stuff after that as well. And most recently as well, things like Hyper Love and Hearts Beating Faster. They're definitely more commercial tracks, but for some reason people really place them in like within the trance genre, you know, which is great. I mean, that I'm happy people do that and don't see me walk away from it, because my heart is still with the trance sort of genre and the melodic stuff. But you know, did I really get the satisfaction out of tracks like Hyperlove and Hearts Beating Faster compared to what I did with Anahera? Not really. So yeah, that's why I'm with this sound. Yeah. I can't get away from it.
Okay, and the last one. Tonight, what we will hear from you at Transformations?
There will be some new tracks. It will be very energetic, I think. And when I say energetic, I'm not talking about the tempo, you know, because there's this whole debate within the trance scene where it's like, oh, energy is only when it's 138 or 140 BPM. I think that's BS. That's bullshit. You know, that's if you really understand trance, you know that is not true. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of energy in there, and I will throw in some guerrilla as well. Yeah.
Okay, so thanks you so much for this interview.
Absolutely, thank you.
See you.
All right.